What's going on, Cows Gang? I'm not feeling my best today. I had a bad nightmare. And what was going on in my nightmare, there was a young woman by the name of Sonya Massey who was killed by a county sheriff named Sean Grayson over a pot of water. So I got to tell y'all what happened in my nightmare as I was sleeping last night. Now let's take a scope and take a look down Springfield, Illinois. It's about 3.5 hours away from Chicago, where I'm from. A city that's now shadowed by a tragic event that hit all across the nation. This is a situation that involves Sonya Massey, a story that begins with a call for help that ends with a heartbreak and a tragedy. My dream, or my nightmare, takes me back to July 6th of 2024. Sonya Massey, who was a black woman, 36 years old, made a desperate call to 911, reporting a suspected prowler near her home. It was just around right before 1 a.m. When the call for help was made. A call would change everything. So 2 deputies from the Sangamon County Sheriff's Department responded to the call. Among them was Deputy Sean Grayson, and the footage from their body cameras revealed a series of tragic missteps and misunderstandings. And just so y'all know, Sean Grayson, he didn't have on his body camera till after the fact. His partner did. It took Sonya 3 minutes to answer the door. Her first words to the deputies were filled with fear. And the first thing she said was, "Don't hurt me." And that says a lot. As the deputies entered, Massey appeared disoriented and repeatedly asked for help, invoking God's name. To be honest with you, the tension in the room was unimaginable because the law was supposed to come there to help, assist, investigate, see what's going on, and it ended up being a tragedy. Now, you will see in the video that she's struggling to explain her situation and, reference her faith. In the kitchen, a pot of water simmered on the stove. Deputy Grayson, seeing the potential danger, remarked, "We don't need a fire while we're here." Massey immediately moved to the pot, seemingly compliant and harmless. Now, details that Massey had put her hands in the air, said, "I'm sorry," and ducked for cover. And you will see in the video why she did that. But before then, the situation escalated. Massey, in a moment of distress, said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Grayson's response was sharp and threatening. "You better, or I swear to God, I will shoot you in your face." Grayson drew his 9mm gun and ordered her to drop the pot. Massey ducked, raised her hands, and apologized, but it ended up being too late. Grayson fired 3 shots, one striking her fatally in the head at approximately 1:21 a.m. As Massey lay bleeding, Grayson discouraged his partner from providing aid, stating, "There's nothing you can do, man." The other deputy urged to at least try to stop the bleeding, but the grim reality was clear. Grayson did not turn on his body-worn camera until after he shot Massey, but another officer's body camera captured the incident. The footage shows the 30-year-old deputy shooting Massey in the face in her kitchen after she called 911 for help with a possible intruder on July 6th. The union made its decision just a day after a heated listening session organized by a Justice Department. The grieving community confronted the sheriff who hired Grayson, demanded accountability while he called for forgiveness. He refused to resign. So they want him to resign, and he said he's not going nowhere. Basically, it's not his fault. I'm here to do my job, and I'll make sure that justice is prevailed. Sonya Massey's family, represented by civil rights attorney Ben Crump, is now demanding justice. They challenged Grayson's account of events, calling it revisionist, disingenuous justification. Massey's father, James Wilborn, is calling for complete transparency and accountability from the authorities. Grayson was fired after being indicted on charges of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. Of course, he pleaded not guilty and remains in jail without bond. Grayson's attorney did not immediately respond to USA Today's request to comment on his DUIs and alleged misconduct. An Illinois sheriff who hired the deputy charged with the killing of Sonya Massey in her own kitchen asked for the public's forgiveness, acknowledging that the 36-year-old woman called for help and we failed her. "We failed Sonya and the community," Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell told a packed hall, about 300 people at the Union Baptist Church Monday night. "I ask for your forgiveness. The Justice Department's Community Relations Service organized the listening session for the grieving community about 3 weeks after Massey's killing. Massey's family has repeatedly called for the resignation of Campbell, who was elected back in 2018 and ran unopposed in 2022. The sentiment was echoed by many attending the meeting. "I would not abandon the sheriff's office at this most critical moment," Campbell stated. "That would solve nothing." Sonya Massey, "I will say her name and I'll never forget her," Campbell told the crowd. "I cannot imagine the pain that her family and friends feel right now. I'm sorry, we did not do our jobs." The audience applauded after the comment. Grayson's troubled past didn't stop him from working in law enforcement. He was kicked out of the Army for misconduct and had 2 DUI arrests. Yet, he still got jobs at various police departments and sheriff's offices in Illinois. While working for the Logan County Sheriff's Office, he faced complaints for mistreatment or mistreating a woman during her arrest and harassing her fiancé. But those complaints were dismissed. He was also reprimanded for errors in his reports, not following orders, and concerns about his honesty. In his job application, Grayson admitted to heavily drinking in the Army and frequently being intoxicated. He also disclosed his DUI arrest and a license suspension in 2016. Despite all this, he left Logan County in good standing. Sonya Massey's family and their attorney, Ben Crump, are questioning how Grayson was able to get a law enforcement job at 6 different agencies with such a troubled background. This story highlights the need for better vetting and accountability in policies. Ben Crump said that the Justice Department had opened an investigation into the incidents, and spokesman reiterated that the agency is assessing the matter of the following the criminal case. Sierra Helmer of Springfield expressed her concerns about police conduct, stating she would be able to call the police without fear. They're meant to protect and serve. But here in Springfield, as shown on camera, they harassed and unfortunately killed, Helmer said. Even President Joe Biden has addressed this tragedy, emphasizing that every American deserves to feel safe when calling for help. Sonya Massey's death is a part of a disturbing pattern. From Roger Forson to Antiana Jefferson and Bodum Jean, each story underscores the urgent need for police reform and accountability. From the tragic story, we understand that Sonya Massey's behavior during the encounter reflected confusion and distress. Understanding and recognizing signs of mental health issues can prevent such tragic outcomes. It's crucial for law enforcement to receive comprehensive training on mental health crises to handle these situations with empathy and care. Effective mental health training for officers can bridge the gap between fear and understanding, leading to safer outcomes for all involved. Accountability is paramount. Officers must be held accountable for their actions to maintain public trust and ensure justice. The indictment of Deputy Grayson is a step towards accountability, but systematic changes are essential. Accountability in policing is not just about individual cases. It's about creating a culture of transparency and justice within the law enforcement agencies. Every individual, regardless of race or background, has the right to feel safe when calling for help. President Biden's statements underscores the fundamental truth. When we call for help, all of us as Americans, regardless of who, where we are, or where we live, should be able to do so without fearing for our lives. This nightmare that I was in of Sonya Massey is a somber reminder of the work we must do to create a just and compassionate society. Now let's honor her memory by learning these lessons and striving for a future where safety, empathy, and justice prevail for all. Together, we can make a difference. Stand with Sonya Massey's family and countless others to demand change and build a safer, fairer future for all. Now, the hurtful part about this nightmare is the fact that it was real. And on behalf of Couch Gang, I want to give prayers to Sonya Massey, to her family, and to her friends. Say her name.
I heard somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked your house, we checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard.
We didn't see nobody.
Yeah,
So.
nobody's out here.
You didn't see anybody?
Nope.
Oh,
We checked the whole area.
okay.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get
I got you. All right. Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure.
My medicine and stuff.
All right. that car though? The SUV? Whose is it? You don't know? If someone just parked it in your driveway?
They brought it to my driveway.
And just left it?
I don't know where my ID is.
Is it in that stack right there, maybe?
1 second.
Check on her.
Let me get this.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Alright.
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I was rebuking you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of
Better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot! Drop the pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, headshot, dude. Sure, she's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
God.
Yeah, I'm not taking blowing hot water in the head. And look, it's right to our feet too. God. You good? Alright. Well, I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the face, and it already reached us.
They got a 52 en route.
Yeah, 1078. She's still breathing, but she's losing a lot of blood from the head. I'll go get my med kit.
Go get, hurry, get your med kit.
I mean, there's not much we can do.
We can at least try and stop the blood. She's still gasping a little bit.
We got EMS coming. House is cleared. She was the only one.
Where's it going?
No, she had boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came at me with boiling water. That's what all this is. I was standing right here.
Alright.
That's where she's waiting.